Hello everybody. It is July 28th, 2023. This is Stephanie Grams, owner of Sopreneur.com, and I help you go from being a hobbyist to a sopreneur, specifically for those who like to sew keepsakes and memory bear items. So we are getting ready to enter the second month of quarter 3 for 2023. The newsletter will go out the first week of August, which is just a few days from now. And for today's Friday Sews, or Friday Sew, we are going to talk about Pinterest and your sewing business just very briefly. So if you like this information, please give me a like. Please subscribe and ring the bell for notification. We will be starting the baby clothes quilt this month also, the month of August 2023. So you'll definitely want to follow along with that. And I'm just waiting on the cotton quilter's fabric so I can finish cutting the squares, and I'll do all of that on camera. But for today, we're going to go ahead and take some information out of my book. And this is the author's copy, but you can get your own copy either in print like this one at the Amazon store on my website at stephaniegrams.com, or the PDF that you download yourself, which is in my Etsy shop. Find me at Sopreneur there. And you can always get on the newsletter, sopreneur.com, and also stephaniegrams.com. So, Pinterest. On July 23rd of this year, 2023, I went ahead, and this is part of the planner I created, and it's also for sale in my Etsy shop if you're interested. I'm really going to start paying attention to my Pinterest account for the remaining part of 2023. I used to years ago really pin a lot, and I had 1 million views and 500 subscribers or followers or whatever. And then that was with my marketing business. But when I transformed myself to the Sopreneur, I started all over again. And I really haven't been accountable to myself for using it. One of the things I like for my sewing business that Pinterest offers, obviously it's free. You can purchase paid advertising if you want to. I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe someday I will, but right now I'm not going to. But I want to be more accountable. I want to have Pinterest as part of my social media plan. Every once in a while, I'll click on TikTok and do a video, but really, I only want to really focus on 1 or 2, 3 tops social media outlets for my consumers, my customer base. And I know my demographics really enjoys Pinterest. So I really need to pay more attention and be more mindful on that. So, and by the way, this is a YouTube live. So if you ring the bell for notifications, they should notify you that I went live. But on July 23rd of 2023, I had 747 followers, which is nice. I did not write down anything for July, so this will be blank for the month of August. But when I go to September, and let me pull up September here. When I go to September Pinterest, if I even put it in here, I will be able to write all of this information in for September 2023. But starting out and starting over, this is where I am. And let me get back to where my tab is. Goodness. Here we go. Okay. And do you see this? This is the rest of 2023 YouTube content. So you may want to subscribe and ring the bell for notification if you're trying to go from a hobbyist to a sopreneur this year. But anyways, so I can't enter any of these. I did not enter any of the number of my pins, but moving forward, that's something I'm going to do. But I'm going to keep these pins, the items I personally create and post, not somebody else's content. let's see here. As of July 23rd, 2023, I had 325 monthly views, and my best performing pin was the wedding dress pin video. And if you follow me on Pinterest, you'll know what I mean. But if you don't follow me, then you'll just have to follow me after this video. Okay, and I usually follow you back. All right, so down at the bottom, you know, like right here, I have my little quote. It says, consistency is key for growth. Decide on how many pins you're going to post and how often. For example, I might say I will post 3 pins per day, 7 days a week, every week. Now, that's not going to happen, but that was just an example I gave my students that I'm going to give to you. So my goal for the month of August is to post once a day, for a total of 7 posts a week. But my ultimate goal would be to have 31 pins a month. So, you know, I might not post once every day, but I still want to make sure that I'm going to reach this monthly goal of 31. So, you know, you do your own goal. Maybe your goal is to just start a Pinterest board. You know, it might be, may not be. But this kind of gives you an idea. Now, the reason I want to be on Pinterest is because my demographics are there. Give me 1 second. Hi guys, here I am. All right, so on Pinterest, my demographics are there, my customers, right? Oops, I better fix this a little bit. They like Pinterest. They enjoy looking at pins and learning different things with pins. So I would like to make sure that I am more consistent and purposeful with pinning. And my goal is to pin directly from the source. So instead of going to like Canva and creating a pin and then just pinning from Canva, I want to pin directly from my product line. Whether it's my eBay store, my Etsy store, my website, wherever they can make a decision. So they meaning the customer. So for example, and this worked in my marketing business when I was a VA for 15 plus years. When I post a product on my Etsy shop, let's say Etsy, I am going to actually use my app from the Google store, and it's a free app. You can pin directly from your Etsy shop. So if I go to my Etsy shop today, and I go to the Sopreneur Etsy shop, right? Because I have more than one Etsy shop. I am going to click on, say it's the bulk memory bear order. Like if you buy 5 memory bears at one time, you get a discount, right? So I'm going to pin directly from that. So I'm going to be on my Etsy listing. I'm going to click my little pin, and I'm going to pin it to Pinterest. That way, when my customer or potential customer sees that on Pinterest, they'll click it and it takes them directly to my Etsy shop. Now, if you're on Pinterest, you're not a stranger to that. You probably have seen other people's stuff, clicked it, and it took you to a website or a store. So I'm going to be more purposeful doing that moving forward from August until the end of 2023 with all of my stores, not just the one Etsy store, but my eBay store and both Etsy shops and my website. Now, probably not all on the same day, but that's when I will get out my calendar and just start holding myself accountable again for showing up. For the last several weeks, I've taken some time off to work on something else business related, which is not a huge secret. It's the classes that I teach. So I teach online classes, and I take somebody that's an aspiring Keepsake business owner or a new Keepsake business owner, and I take them from day one of like a pre-launch all through and setting things up and the product lines and all of that. So that's the classes that I've been working on, and yes, there's a waiting list if you're interested in that, and it's super frugally priced. I don't want to I want to be affordable to everybody that has this desire, and you know, and still be able to pay my bills, but also help you with yours as, you know, as an instructor. I also been working on my Christmas line for my other Etsy shop that's not related to the Keepsake business. So if you want to follow along on that, let me know, and I'll tell you where to find me. But you know, I have a lot of things going on at once, but they make sense and they're related. But let's enough of that. And it just got really dark because it's getting ready to storm. Let's see here. This book, now I know some of you have purchased a book. Thank you so much for doing that. Again, you can either get the physical book, and it's already printed through Amazon. And I have to fix the typo. It's supposed to say ultimate, not ULIT. But anyways, the book is on Amazon, and you can also get the PDF for a little bit cheaper through the Etsy shop. It's the exact same thing. It's just with the PDF in the Etsy shop, you print it yourself. If you'd rather have a book that's already printed, by all means, it's right here. And the planner is separate, but it's there too. And we will be going through this book throughout the year. I really hope that you consider getting the book so you can follow along, but it's not like required. Obviously, I'm here on YouTube for free. I'm still trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers with the watch hours. That's been my goal all year, and that means I need to show up more regularly than I have been. And I thank you, everybody that's been here from day one. You've really supported me and encouraged me, and I appreciate you doing that. But really, I mean, even if you've been in business for a while, this is a good resource. And like, I've been in business for a long time. At least it feels like a long time. And it's good to have this reminder of being accountable to yourself and your customers to get things done. All right, so before I go, I want to give you a heads up. So for August, we have some topics that we're going to talk about here on the YouTube channel. And please, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you know when I go live. But I'm hoping to go live twice a week all through August. And I will have, I'm hoping to have one version of a podcast where it's just me talking to you, kind of similar to this. And then the other post or video will be like an action video where I'm actually showing you either sewing skills, sewing ideas, using my embroidery machine, sewing machine, and things like that. There's going to be a lot of fun, and the more people that show up, the more fun this is. The big, hairy, audacious goal I have, the BHAG I have, is getting this baby quilt done. That means the fabric needs to be delivered, and that shouldn't be too much longer. I don't think it'll be too much longer. But anyways, follow along. I'll talk about the iron-on interfacing or stabilizer. People use that interchangeably a lot. Ironing the clothes, like literally the whole thing. And I want to use my single needle embroidery machine to embroider on the quilt. So we have a lot of fun things planned, but it's more fun when you show up. And it makes me feel like I'm actually talking to some people that want to know about this. All right, guys, it's really getting dark. It's about to storm, and I'm going to get off this phone and make sure everything is good in the house. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate your support. And literally, I'm going to say it again, giving me a like and subscribing and ringing the bell for notification. Leaving a nice comment below, like even a heart or the sewing thimble. That shows YouTube that somebody out there does like this information, and it doesn't cost you anything. Great. Bye, guys.